Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay. Bye. Hey everyone, I'm Shelby with Sisterlocks.
I'm Lexi with Traditional Locks.
And we are two sisters locked.
Stores are like Chelsea change. Down the lights, spread the dimes. Time to spread this, your dreams dance at all. Godly thrones that be dancing, salad, got to ransom, don't.
Okay, so today we are back with another video. As you can see, we're in a different background because we are at our parents' house. Happy New Year's, everyone, by the way. That's why we're here. We're on break. But yeah, today we're just going to be doing a video stating what you should consider when trying to find a loctician, both for sister locks and traditional locks.
Yes. So before we do anything else, you already know what it is. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. I mean, you're already here. I promise you are going to like the content that we put out. So just save yourself the trouble from the future and go ahead and subscribe right now. Go ahead and like, comment. We love interacting with you guys in the comment section. Ask us any questions that you might have about what we said or just about your locks in general. Also, follow us on Instagram.
So let's get into the video. So the first thing that I would recommend for you to do is to do your research. So watch videos on YouTube like you're doing now, find articles, go on people's Instagrams, find influencers, and look at what sister locks should look like. Listen to their videos about their experiences. A lot of times they'll have vlogs. We have some about my installation experience. Go through and look at all that and see what they should look like, what the loctician should be doing, so that if you get to the consultation and things aren't sitting right with you, it doesn't seem like they're doing the correct job or a good job, you can go ahead and just nip it in the bud and move on and find someone else.
Yeah, we actually have a video that Shelby posted about her issues that she had with her first loctician. And so it's not a video to scare anybody, but when people do have these experiences, take them seriously and don't let it scare you away from getting sister locks or locks in general, but just use it as a tool to help weed out somebody who may do the same thing to you. When I was getting my locks done, I really was very particular about who I wanted to do my locks because I only wanted to do my locks one time. I didn't want to not like them and like have to comb them out and like get them redone and everything like that. I wanted my locks to look a specific way. I wanted somebody who I could trust to listen to my concerns and help me through the process. So when I looked, I started by looking on Google. Actually, I Googled locks. I was going to be moving to Atlanta within a few months of getting my locks. So I looked for locticians in Atlanta. From there, I would take their names and I would go on their Instagram pages. We are in the age of social media, so you can find out so much information about people's work, the quality of work that they do. You can find, based on their comment section and stuff like that, you can tell how good, like what type of service they give, how good they are, if people are satisfied with everything. And so when I found my loctician, I actually went directly to her the salon where she worked, and I just like selected her name. I trusted the salon brand and the name so much that I was okay with whoever at that location was going to be doing my hair. And I'm glad I did, because my locks ended up just like exactly how I wanted them to. I was very satisfied with the service. She was very honest with me about how my locks should be done based on my hair texture. So you want somebody who you could really trust with all of that.
Yeah, and actually brings up a good point. I went to the same loctician that she did after her recommendation, and as you can see in another video, had a horrible experience. I didn't even share half the stuff in that video, to be honest, because I didn't want to make it like a rag on them kind of thing. I just wanted to give like the general idea to help y'all know better. So another point to say there is that, first of all, just because they can do locks does not mean they can do sister locks.
Yes. That's
something you should know already, but she was sister lock certified.
Yeah.
So even being sister lock certified, that doesn't mean they're going to be good at it, even if they're really good at normal locks. The other thing is...
So wait, pause right there before you continue. So I just want to know, if anybody comes to me personally and asks me who does my locks and I recommend her, I still would recommend this individual for traditional locks. Like, she did a fabulous job with my locks. I see her, I see how her clients' locks turn out. Her customer service is great, everything like that. Just, I would not suggest for sister locks, obviously.
Well, then that goes to the next thing I was about to say. The other thing is, I feel like everyone is professional and has good customer service when everything is going well.
Right.
And then when things get stressful, then all that starts to break down. Once again, I didn't put this in a video. I'm not going to go into details now. But, you know, I think she was stressed because I had really thick hair. She didn't have a lot of time on her hands. And I believe that she had very bad customer service towards the end. And really, it was kind of fueled by one of the other locticians actually there. There was a moment where I feel like, and I just ended up not arguing about it, so I lost the money, but I feel like they were kind of taking advantage of me with the money. And there were a few situations with like scheduling and stuff where I thought it was very unprofessional. I was not pleased at all, like looking back at it. And so once again, like she did a great job with Lexi, and she does a great job obviously because this is a well-reputed
The traditional Locs.
lock place, whatever, in Atlanta. However, once again, when the going gets tough, a lot of that stuff can break down. So be careful with that as well. So the other thing I would recommend, especially mainly for Sisterlocks, is that they're certified. So anybody can say they do Sisterlocks, but Sisterlocks is a trademarked brand. So only those who are certified are actually doing real Sisterlocks.
Yeah.
Now, could there be people who are not certified who will do a great job on your Sisterlocks? Probably. I would imagine so. Could there be people who are certified who do a trash job on your locks? I experienced this, so clearly yes.
Yeah.
But I think it is a much greater chance that your locks will come out good if you go to someone who's certified. And not only that, if you go to someone who's certified and they mess them up, you can report them to the brand and they can be instructed to return some of your money.
Yeah.
If they do not return the money, then the brand no longer protects them. The brand will also take them off the website, right? It's like if you go to someone's brand who's not under the Sisterlocks brand, they can't do anything. You did that on your own. They messed your hair up. That's it. And the person can keep going and doing it to other people. If they are certified, then the brand will take the proper steps to remove them from their brand.
So that goes back to what Shelby or what we were saying about look at their work. Shelby took a risk because she was the individual's first head. Like she got certified, and then Shelby was the first person that she ever did by herself. And so, yeah, you would assume, like, of course, I'm sure that most people who get certified, you know, they got certification because they proved that they could do the work. But just know she took a risk by doing that. And so, yeah, you want to give people a chance, but just know with something like Sisterlocks, you have to pay at least how much? $1,000?
No. It depends. So it depends on length. So the least you'll pay is like $400.
You're paying a lot of money. So basically, you know, that's the kind of risk you want to take if you're paying that much money. So make sure you look at the person, even if they are certified, look at their work and like maybe see if you can like talk to any of their customers so that they can verify that this person does good work and that they've had a good experience with them so far. So something else that you want is somebody who's going to be honest with you, okay? Because I'm sorry, there are a lot of hairdressers that you'll go to and say you want locks, and they'll just say okay, and because you want it, they'll do it. Not really looking at the health of your hair, not giving you explanations on whether or not your hair can sustain the locks or the size you want. When I went to my loctician, I told her I wanted small locks. She did a few and she said, hey, I'm not going to go any smaller than this because you actually have pretty fine hair and they're going to be too thin and you don't want them to thin out and fall out at the end. And I was like, okay, I'm going to just trust her because it seemed like she knew what she was doing. You know, I kept telling her I want them really small. And I don't want to say she didn't listen to me, but she gave me a reason as to why it might not be the best for me to go that small. And I went with what she said, and my locks turned out great. And actually, like, I can see what she said because there are some that I thought were going to get bigger, and they're actually not getting super big. And I wouldn't want them much smaller than they are now. So go to somebody who's going to be honest with you about your hair. If your hair is in damaged condition, you don't want somebody to just say, okay, well, this person wants locks. Let me just go ahead and put locks in their head and have your locks like get damaged or fall out later. You know, like you want somebody who's going to be honest about your hair condition, who is going to always put the health of your hair first. Something else I want to highlight about traditional locks is that because they're not trademarked and they're not as protected as Sisterlocks, still be careful about who you get to start your locks. Just because somebody does hair doesn't mean that they're going to be a good loctician. Just because I know a lot of people say, well, locks are started with comb coils or 2-strand twists. Oh, I can get anybody to do 2-strand twists and, you know, it'll be fine. No, what you want, since these are actually going to be on your head for years and they're going to be growing out, you want somebody who actually knows how to section your hair off so that your hair can stay healthy as long as possible. Because what happens sometimes, and not all the time, I know a lot of people who have had like their cousins or siblings started for them, they've started them themselves and they're fine. But sometimes what happens is that you get people to start your locks, and you know, based on the part size, the locks end up being too thick and they actually put more strain on your scalp and the hair at the root of the head, and your locks are thinning out and stuff like that. So I would just consider that if you're just having anybody start your locks, please consider the size you want, consider the type of hair you have, how much hair you have, and all of that. And don't just say, well, let's just locks, I'm just going to do whatever I want to do. I would still be thoughtful about how you want your locks to turn out, what type of locks you want, whether they're big or really small. You know, just be thoughtful about what you want to do and try and make a well-informed decision.
Cool. Well, that's all we have for y'all today. Be sure, once again, to check out our Instagram. We have a whole lot of posts on there every single day. We have posts on our page, and we have them frequently on our story as well. We put a lot of reels with tutorials and tips for y'all for your locks, and also just like fun transitions. We're also on TikTok. Everywhere we are is 2 Sisters Locks.
The number 2, Sisters Locks, LOCD, just the same as our YouTube channel name.
Yep. On TikTok, we post frequently as well, pretty close to every day. And then obviously on YouTube, we have every 2-week schedule. And so we keep sharing this information with y'all, and we hope it's helping. We've been getting good feedback, so we think it is helping. But let us know if there's anything else that you want to see from us. Bye.